This is my great pleasure to welcome you to my channel, Let's Say Graphics and Multimedia. My name is Rafi Yakub, and in today's video, I'm going to show you step by step on how to master drop shadow effect in Camtasia video editing software. So let's go. But before we dive into the tutorial, if you are brand new to this channel, remember to click on that subscribe for more tutorial about Camtasia video editing software. So with that being said, let's get started.
Welcome back, friends. So let's see how to use drop shadow effect or how to master drop shadow in Camtasia video editing software. Okay, so ordinarily you can add drop shadow effect to video clip, image, whether PNG or JPEG file format, or better still, you can also add drop shadow to text in Camtasia video editing software. So let's dive in. So the very first example I want to show in this video is how to add drop shadow into text in Camtasia video editing software. So the very first thing we want to do is to make sure we navigate to our tools bar right here. Then we have to make sure we navigate to automation. Then from automation we can select our text frame. So I'm going to drag this particular text frame right here. I will drag it into the timeline. Then I can simply come to the text property right here. I will double click on the text. Then I will just rewrite shadow. Now the next thing I can do is to press Ctrl A just to select everything. Then I'll come to the text font, then I'll make it bold. Then I can come to the text frame from the top right here. I can scale it up, then it become more bold like this. Alright, so for us to add a drop shadow to this particular text, what we need to do is to head over back to our toolbar right here. Then we have to make sure we navigate to visual effects. Then from visual effects right here, we have to make sure we scroll down. Then we have to drag drop shadow. So I will drag the drop shadow into the text frame. Boom, it's as simple as that. Once you drag drop shadow to the text frame, you are going to have drop shadow effect property in the sidebar, just like what you see right here. Now you can determine the color of the shadow, the direction of the shadow as far as this effect is concerned. Now we can start from the color right here. We have to click on here to change the color. So I'm going to apply red color, as you can see right here. Now having applied red color, we can increase the offset. So the offset here has to do with how do you want the shadow to appear. Then we can simply come to opacity, so we can increase the opacity as well. So the more you increase, the more you play around with the offset, opacity and blur, the more the effect is going to appear in your drop shadow. Then the direction, which is angles, you have to work on it right here. You can decide to take it in the center. You can decide to take the shadow to the top. You can decide to take the shadow to the bottom, center, or top right corner. So you can use this to determine the direction of your shadow. So it's as simple as that. So the more you click on this particular angle, or better still, you can come here, type in the particular angle that you want your drop shadow to have the effect. So this is how to add a drop shadow effect to text in Camtasia. So let's see how to apply drop shadow to video clip in Camtasia. So I'm going to make sure I delete this particular text frame right here. Then I will have to head over back to my media file. Then I will drag a video clip into the timeline. So I'm going to drag this video clip right here into the timeline. So here we have it. So this video clip right here, like I said in the beginning of this video, we can add a drop shadow to a video overlay in Camtasia video editing software. Now we have this particular video clip right here as the main body of the video frame. So what I want to do is to drag another overlay video. So I'm going to drag this one right here. Then I can simply cut this particular video right here. I'll just press S just to cut. Then I will select the last part and press the delete key on my keyboard. Now we have this particular frame right here. Now I can decide to add drop shadow to this overlay video and adjust the video frame. So for me to do that, I have to make sure I select the video in the timeline. Then we come to the video element right here. So we have to scroll down. Then I can scale it down a little bit. So I scale it to about 63%. Then I can drag the video frame into another into a particular angle. Like for instance, I can drag this video right here. Pretty cool. Now, for me to add a drop shadow to this particular video clip, for me to do that, I have to go back to my visual effects right here. Then I'll have to make sure I select on my drop shadow. I would drop it in the video frame, video clip. Then having dropped it in the video clip, I have to go back to the property from the sidebar right here. Then what I want to do is to make sure I scroll down and look for drop shadow effect. Okay, so here we have it. So we can come to the color as well and change the color. So this time around, I can make the drop shadow color to be something like blue. Okay, so if you take a look at it, you see there is a blue in the shadow of this particular video. So let me simply zoom in so you guys can see it clearly. Now we can decide to change the direction of the shadow. We can also come here, turn on the opacity to 100%. You can see the shadow is being reflected in the video. Okay, we can decide to increase the blur also. So this is depends on exactly what you want to achieve. Okay, then we have to work on the angle. So we can decide to take the angle to this sidebar. We can decide to take it to the bottom. So we can decide to take it to the center point of the video frame. Okay, so you can see the shadow here has been fully reflected in the video. So this is how to add drop shadow to a video clip in Camtasia. So let's take a look at how you can add drop shadow to a JPEG file or PNG file in Camtasia video editing software. So next thing I'm going to do is to come to the top right here. I'm going to click on this plus sign right here to add a new timeline. Then I have to head over back to my media file. So this time around, I'm going to use the Camtasia logo. So I will just drag it into the timeline right here. Then I will move my playhead into the logo. So we have the logo right here. Okay, what I need to do is to go back to the sidebar right here where we need to work on the logo property. So right here, I can scale down the logo. It's as simple as that. I can scale down the logo. Then I can reposition the logo to somewhere down below here. It can be your brand logo or whatever you. So I can simply take it down a little bit. Alright, so for us to add a drop shadow to this particular PNG file logo, what we want to do is to go back, simply go back to our visual effects. Then we have to click on drop shadow. We drop the effect into the clip in the timeline. Then the next thing we want to do is to go to the property in the sidebar right here. Then we have to work on the color and the like. So for us now, we can click on the color right here. We can decide to look for something dark black or whatever, or dark green or blue, just to make the effect appear. Okay, so you can see the effect has been appear in the logo. We can simply increase the opacity. We can simply increase the blur. Then we can come back here and change the color if eventually we are not satisfied with the color. I think this is pretty cool. So we can as well as change from here. So we can also have, if you have a specific color code, you can simply type it and enter it in where you see X. Okay, so we can simply come to the angle right here. We can decide to work on the angle and take the angle to anywhere we would like, just like what you see right here. We can simply place the angle in the center. That is how you can also add drop shadow to JPEG or PNG file. It can be logo, it can be image, it can be anything. So this is how to use drop shadow effect in Camtasia video editing software. I hope you really got value for this video. If you find this video useful, give this video a big like, and also remember to subscribe to the channel for more tutorial about Camtasia video editing software. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.